Climate change has severely affected tea production in Assam, and very soon it might affect the quality of tea. Tea production in the state has taken a drastic drop of 10%, where on average the state produces around 20 million kilograms each year. The worst affected is the Barak Valley tea gardens, which is taking the brunt of hailstorm in addition to the rising heat and dry spell. The average temperature is rising above the normal range of concern for various tea associations. The Tea Association of India has raised the alarm bell that the far-reaching implications of the climate change will bring more drastic drop in tea production if the condition is not addressed soon. On the other hand, the Northeastern Tea Association has made an appeal to both the central and state governments to take immediate measures of irrigation in the tea gardens to normalize the tea production in Assam. Moreover, there is a drop in average price of tea, which has severely affected tea cultivation and wages of the tea garden workforce, and many tea gardens are on the verge of closure if both climate change and low tea prices are not addressed at the earliest.
We have with us the Secretary of Tea Association of India, Mr. Dipanjal Deka. Well, climate change has become a matter of concern everywhere. Has it affected the tea sector in Assam?
Oh yes, of course. Not only in Assam, it has affected West Bengal also, but particularly speaking about Assam. Upper Assam in Jorhat and Tinsukia, and this particular which is known as the Champagne Belt of tea, we are behind by almost around 20% there. And in North Bank, which is around Tejpur and those areas, we are talking about around 15% there. Kachar, Barak Valley is again a different story altogether. Even though it is still now, the last report which you have around 10% is behind, but with the last hailstorm which is there, Barak Valley is always hailstorms are there, but this time the hail was so bad, so probably May would be pretty bad. The prices are also not looking good. Very good teas are a little bit they're getting a little bit good prices, but medium and lower Assam we are talking about lower quality tea. We are talking about almost around to 7 to 10 rupees, a drop in this.
Is it the heat or the lack of rain that's affecting?
Yeah, you see, if you study any book, you will find that, the ideal temperature for tea is, it's said about 27 degrees centigrade. Nowadays, if you see, the temperature has come down to, 6 degrees temperature. This is definitely for the crop, for that, because whatever it is spent in, in surviving. So definitely our production has gone down because of that, or because of product. Earlier, we never used to think about any kind of what you call, this irrigation and all. Nowadays, irrigation has become a must, Irrigation, we do not have that kind of irrigation wherein, you can literally do just for the plants to survive. Probably in the long time you will have to, like Kenya and all, we will have to think about, new clones of drought resistance and all. Otherwise, it will be very tough for our plants to survive, It is a matter of great concern.
That we have been facing, which is not very conducive for the tea industry. And normally from October to March, nowadays we don't get any rainfall. So here the irrigation has become a necessity now. Where places like Dumduma, maybe 35 years back, nobody thought that irrigation would be required in places like Dumduma. But nowadays, places like Dumduma, you require irrigation, and without irrigation, survivability of tea industry has become very, very difficult. So, and irrigation, if you run irrigation, it comes with a cost. And and another problem that we have been facing for last 2 years is a hailstorm. So hailstorm is very, very dangerous for the tea industry, because normally we are getting hailstorm when the bud breaks normally. So it is during March that bud breaks, and we get hailstorm during March or April. So it severely damages the whole crop, and the industry, a lot of tea gardens actually then find it difficult to survive. And also not only the rainfall, even if I talk about temperatures, that temperature, last year we found that temperature in tea garden went up to 45 degrees centigrade. So which is not bearable. For workers also it becomes very difficult to work at that high temperature. And also the tea bushes also, they also suffer very badly.